Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to APW Tuesday Night Turbulence. We're going to kick things off here real quickly with a 1-on-3 matchup here. It's going to be Matt Havoc versus the King, Gage Horace, and a debuting star, Drake Harrison. Matt Havoc winning the Hardcore Championship after a slobber knocker of a match against Joe Parker at APW Destiny. Was in the back of issuing an open challenge when three men walked up to him all ready to accept, and he gave them an offer. They face him in a 1-on-3 matchup here, and whoever gets the pin gets a #1 contender's chance to take the title away from him at the next APW pay-per-view, which has been revealed to be named Heroes of Tomorrow. And even though it's been a few weeks, Havoc can't be feeling the most in shape after that matchup. We'll see how he fares tonight. And Gage Horace, the most interesting of the men to try to accept Havoc's open challenge, still not having won a single match here. Although he seemed extremely confident when talking to Havoc. We'll have to see how Horace does in this matchup if he's able to get the pin. Coming out now, our new debut star, Drake Harrison, in a ring attire inspired by Spider-Man, whose future in the MCU is still very shaky. Even though Sony did just make Disney an offer. We'll have to see if that pans out, but that's not what we're talking about here tonight. Drake Harrison makes his way to the squared circle of APW for the first time. Taking Pyro straight to the face there. And we'll have to see if taking that bit of damage there affects him at all in this matchup. And coming out now is the King. The King, who's been able to put up strong showings in every one of his matches, just never able to fully capitalize and get the victory. We'll have to see if his luck changes tonight, or if he continues his losing streak that he's been on since Blake Wolf beat him in the APW World Championship Tournament. Although Blake Wolf did go on to APW Destiny to take on Lobo Mysterioso for the title. Though he did lose that match, it was a close one to be sure. King really making sure those ropes are nice and tight. Doesn't want any malfunctions in the ring in this matchup. This is a chance to get a #1 contendership for a world. Well, the hardcore title isn't really a world title, but it's definitely a title that you have to work for. The men that go after this title are willing to put their bodies on the line here, and we'll have to see if these three work together, if they fight each other for this opportunity here. As this matchup gets underway, we'll have to see how well these three work together. Seems Harrison and King talking there in the corner. And Gage Horus is now stepping up to Havoc himself. Havoc immediately taking him down with a hard knee to the head. These are just letting Horus go at it. I mean, this is a smart strategy here. Let Havoc tire himself out, taking down Horus. And now these two going in together. Hard strike to the back. And there's a takedown. And Harrison just rolling around. King with a stomp onto the head, slapping him. And now these two just stomping on Havoc. And King just takes down Harrison. Drop kick to Horus. And Havoc getting a Superman punch for his trouble. King taking control of the matchup. Going for an early pinfall. Kick out at 0 though. And King really hoping that would have worked. Horus going straight into Havoc. Now look at King. King just another hard chop to the throat. Havoc standing himself back up. Havoc getting a strike to the side of the face. Horus rolling outside the ring. Harrison getting a enziguri there. Taking King out with a clothesline. Havoc rolling out of the ring there. Off the top rope, a hard landing back first on the Havoc there. And what looked like was meant to be a leg drop. And King back up onto his feet. Running around, taking Harrison down. This is looking more like a fatal 4-way than a 3-on-1. These three not working together at all. And Horus and King lifting him up. And Harrison going to the top rope as these two start stomping. And Harrison going off the top rope, taking King down. Horus now just continuing to beat on Havoc. Going over to Drake Harrison, taking Harrison down. King back up to his feet. Stomping on, keeping Havoc down, taking down Gage Horus. Havoc back to his feet. Havoc getting a hard strike onto King. Irish whip him. Into the barricade. Harrison, chop block. And these three back up onto their feet and continuing just to beat Havoc. Horus taking down Harrison. Drop kick to Horus, although his knee was more of a knee to the back of the head. King getting a chair there. This is no disqualification. Taking Harrison down for hard, just slamming that chair into his spine. Head first, Horus goes into the chair. Havoc drop kick to Harrison and getting a chair to the back of the head. King standing Horus back up to his feet. And with a belly-to-belly suplex onto the chair. And a German suplex into a discus clothesline to Harrison. King in control of this matchup for now. And Havoc going for a kick, missing though, but getting a Superman punch. Havoc trying to get control of this matchup here. And there's a chair shot to the back of the head of King. A chair shot to the back of the head of Harrison. And now just hitting King with another chair shot. And Gage Horus trying to get up here. And straight to the head of Horus. And hits Harrison. And Havoc has control of the matchup now. And he's going over to those steel steps. He's picking up those steel steps. Harrison back up onto his feet. Walking up to Havoc. And hitting Havoc in the back, making Havoc drop those steps. And King just watching Harrison take it to Havoc. This is, again, a smart move here in this matchup. But Havoc picks him up and slams him back down hard onto the spray-painted cardboard above concrete here. And, again, Havoc picking up those steel steps. Coming around. Taking King down with the steps. Harrison backing up. Letting Havoc tire himself out with the steps. And Havoc now takes down Harrison with the steps. Engage Horus. Horus, I don't think this is a smart idea to try to approach him right now. And Horus now just sent flying because of the steps. King getting back up onto his feet. There's a suplex from Havoc. And going hard strike to more of an uppercut there, sorry. Kick to the back. Lifts Havoc up high. Power slam. And Horus now with a stomp to Havoc. Havoc trying to fight to control. RKO onto the outside there. Havoc's busted open. Horus taking Havoc up to his feet, getting a hard strike to the head of Havoc. Reverse DDT onto his knee. Slamming those steps directly into Havoc's legs. Harrison lifting Havoc back up and throwing him down, putting him into a crossface here. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere's match. This is purely just to cause pain to Havoc. And King slamming Horus down, just trying to take out his competition here, which is smart. And it looks like Havoc breaking out of the hold. And King going straight into taking on Havoc. Havoc landing the backflip directly into a Superman punch, missing the Superman punch, but going straight in with the knees and a hard elbow. And Horus up onto his feet. Havoc, though, taking him down, just keeping control of this matchup here. Getting a kick on the King. And he lifts him up into the Havoc driver, just slamming him directly onto the steps. Havoc needing to take a breather here, although he's going straight back on the King. King is the one that is worrying him most in this matchup. Throwing Harrison into the barricade there and just punching him back down to the ground. And Horus back up onto his feet, and Havoc just taking Horus down with hard kicks and strikes. And Havoc and Harrison looking face to face, throwing Harrison into the barricade. And face buster onto the concrete there. And King up in the ring. Havoc going up top. I don't think Havoc realized King was right there. And King just tossing Havoc to the ground. Going for the pin. 1, 2. A kick out at 2.5 there. Horus sliding into the ring. And King going straight onto the attack against Horus. Harrison going straight into the ring. And it looks like he's going straight into King, lifting him up, twirling him around, and a slam directly onto his neck. Now immediately going straight into Havoc. Drop kicks Havoc. Havoc now leaning on that rope. Harrison throws him off, using the rope to lift up and just dropping his knee directly in the Havoc's throat. And off the top rope, Havoc rolls out of the way. Havoc standing Harrison up. Irish whips him directly into the steel steps, rolling into the ring. Walking right past King. King a little dazed here. And Havoc striking King hard. King leaning into the corner. A hard chop. And there is a bulldog. And Horus in the ring. Havoc taking Horus down. Slamming him skull first into the mat. Harrison in the ring now. Havoc running over. Taking Harrison down. Horus trying to get back up onto his feet. King starting to get up. Havoc kicking Horus directly in the back. Kicking over King. And now Havoc sitting down, surrounded by the bodies of his challengers. There's a hard forearm. And here he goes, trying to take him down, but no. The agility of Havoc dodging Horus there. Horus taking him down with a clothesline. And Harrison coming over. And Harrison with a swanton, although Horus takes him down for the Luthez press. And Harrison rolling out of the ring to recover. Horus has Havoc up. Horus with a hard strike. Is Horus going to try to... Horus is the only one in the ring of Havoc. Horus might pin Havoc. This might be Horus's first ever victory. I know Havoc rolls him up. The other two are on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Havoc. He doesn't have a challenger yet. He beat these 3 men. And we can see some of the highlights here. You see that original Superman punch directly into that kick out of 0 at the very start of the match. There's the RKO that made Havoc start bleeding. And here's that flip, just flipping directly out of that. And here's where King's knees got destroyed on those steps. And here's the near fall here of 2.5. But Havoc did it. He won this matchup as blood pours from his face. Havoc celebrating with blood pouring from his face is a familiar sight for this capacity crowd here in Charleston, West Virginia. And Havoc is happy to have won this matchup here. And now we move on to Lionheart Adam Steele versus Alexander Blacksmith. Both these men coming off of a win from APW Destiny. Adam Steele beating the King and Alexander Blacksmith beating Alex Wright in a Alex v Alex match, which is just a normal match, but both men happen to have the same name. A win here could give either man momentum. Coming out first is going to be Adam Lionheart Steele. This man with a mixed martial arts background. He lost to Blake Wolf in the first round of the APW World Title Tournament, but would go on to beat the other man that Blake would beat. We'll have to see how he does in this matchup tonight against a man much larger than him. And his opponent, Alexander Blacksmith, now coming out to the ring. This man does not know how to spell the word "the" though. As you'll see on his shirt when he makes his entrance, he added an extra E. As we are having some lighting issues here, as you can see, flicking back and forth between his true entrance lighting and our normal lighting. Production team's gonna have to work on that as they're drilling some cables down right now. I don't know why they're drilling cables, but that is what they're doing, and out comes the powerhouse Alexander Blacksmith. An extra E on his attire for some reason. Maybe he thinks that it can make him look special. We'll have to see. As this big man now hops around the ring. And he makes his opponent's phase in and out of existence every time he enters. We're not really sure how he does it. That's why Barrick stays far away, because Barrick does not want to have to feel that feeling. Now taking some pyro to the face, somehow not lighting his beard on fire like the ring post are right now. And these two are set for combat. We're going to give you another shot of this capacity crowd right now. Bear calling for the bell. Both of them are sprinting straight into each other. Blacksmith using his weight to take down Lionheart, picking Lionheart back up with an Irish whip into the corner, and using his weight once again, but getting an enziguri as this man is unnaturally light on his feet for someone as big as he is. Going for a quick pin here, a kick out at one. Blacksmith thought he might be able to use his weight to keep Lionheart down, but that obviously wasn't the case. And there's a senton. Blacksmith is one of the heaviest men in APW. off of the ropes though, and just sending Lionheart directly onto his back. Lionheart's gonna have to make a comeback in this match here. There's a drop kick. Again, Blacksmith, formerly a part of a tag team known as the Flying Giants, along with local general manager James Omega, but not even getting knocked down. Lionheart trying to get the big man off his feet, bouncing off the ropes, and there he goes. The big man's on the outside, slamming hard onto the concrete here. Blacksmith getting back up onto his feet, a little dazed right now. And Lionheart running the ropes. And off the ropes again. There's a... Oh, trying to go for another knee, but Blacksmith planting him face first. Blacksmith with a suplex there. He hits his head off the ropes there, bouncing hard onto the mat. Blacksmith standing Lionheart up onto his feet. And he lifts him up for a power bomb. No. Oh my gosh. Lionheart's head smacked off of the turnbuckle there. And lifting him up, going for a running power slam, but no. A reverse DDT by Lionheart on the Blacksmith there. And Lionheart's arm getting dislocated for a second while stretching it out. Blacksmith's weight now being used to his advantage. And just belly to belly suplex hard onto the concrete on the outside. That's a huge fall. And lifting him up for a power bomb onto the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. Now just twist him around, chuck him into it. Blacksmith trying to deal as much punishment as he can right now to Lionheart. Standing Lionheart up onto his feet. Irish whip into the corner. Blacksmith once again using his weight, bouncing off the ropes, and flying elbow drop. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Like, no. Blacksmith's not done with the punishment yet. He's going up top. This is a dangerous place to be. Luckily, we reinforced the ring for this. Lionheart bringing up his knees. I don't know how that didn't break his legs, having all that weight drop onto him. Stomping on the Blacksmith's head. And now has him in... He has him in a submission hold here. Trying to get him to tap. Blacksmith breaking out of it, though. Knees to the face of Lionheart. Lionheart kicking Blacksmith in the back of the leg. Drop kick to the back of the head. Lionheart standing Blacksmith up onto his feet. Irish whip into the corner. And now sprinting towards him. And a hard chop. Going up top. Blacksmith getting back up onto his feet. Lionheart now taunting him. Going for a drop kick. Blacksmith just stepping out of the way. Standing Lionheart back up onto his feet. Picking him up. Going for a power slam, it looks like. Yeah, running power slam. Off to the side of the ring. Again, standing him back up. A kick to the gut. Lifting him up into a cutter there. A pop-up cutter. And Blacksmith just staring down onto Lionheart. Bringing him back up by his head. And now lifting him up and slamming him face first, using all of his weight there. Blacksmith standing up once again. Lifting him up. Going for another running power slam. Standing Lionheart up once again, just trying to deal as much punishment as he possibly can. And now just screaming in Lionheart's face. Lionheart with a hard strike, not taking it anymore. Just continuously beating on the Blacksmith. But strike after strike, and the big man just won't go down off the ropes. And Blacksmith just slamming him down once again. The absolute size of Blacksmith is hard for anyone to overcome. And he lifts him up, going for a butterfly pile driver. And that could be it right there. Drag him to the middle of the ring. He's going up top. He's just wanting to deal more punishment. Off the top rope. And there's a giant splash. And going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Alexander Blacksmith pins Lionheart here. Alexander Blacksmith being an absolute monster through the APW division so far. Only have been beaten by Mark Young and the current world champ. Actually, sorry, that was Mark Young that got beat by the current world champion. But he's only ever had a loss to Mark Young. And for the rest of his tenure here in APW, he's been a dominant force to overcome. Just using his absolute mass of human to get him the victory. And Barrick just stepping away. Barrick, that's a smart move there. And Blacksmith now, he's looking for more. He's just looking for more punishment. Who's gonna stop this man? And he lifts him up. And a power bomb onto our announce table. And now just leaving after just doing that bit more damage. How disrespectful is this man? Welcome back as we get set up for some tag team action here, as we have the Morse Bros versus the Unnatural Disasters, who as a team have lost every match they've been in, and the only victory they've ever had is Twist somehow winning the Inception Championship back on episode 1 in a fatal 4-way match. So we'll have to see if they can beat that losing streak here, although both teams eager to prove themselves once again after that 4-way ladder match that happened at APW Destiny. As Twist has been getting more and more frustrated with Groundstorm over the past few weeks because of this. We'll have to see if they can find a way to smooth out their tag team issues, or they're just going to lose once again. There's been many times that Groundstorm could have caused a loss to not happen, but he just didn't because he's too stupid. We'll have to see if he can fix that here tonight. And entering first now, the Unnatural Disasters, Air Twist and Groundstorm. You see Twist just trying to play up into his ego as he has Groundstorm stand in the background. Groundstorm definitely the powerhouse of this team, as they can't even, well, obviously Groundstorm entered their names as their random space for some reason. You think that they'd be able to spell their own team name, right? But the team of 5 foot and 5 IQ is not the brightest. I don't think Twist even cares about the team name. I think he uses Groundstorm to try to get victories. And now Twist just hyping Groundstorm up, trying to get him ready for this matchup here. And I don't think Brownstorm realizes he's supposed to get in the ring with Twist. That's part of the entrance, but he's dumb, so it's okay. We'll give him a pass. And out coming now, the Morse Bros. These two Scotsmen had a very good showing at APW Destiny. Although they were unable to stop the Disciples of Darkness from claiming the APW Tag Team Championship. We'll have to see if they can get here on the same page tonight to beat the Unnatural Disasters. Although they shouldn't have too much trouble, as they do seem more focused. This crowd excited for this matchup here tonight. Twist starting it off for the Unnatural Disasters. Ian and Air Twist starting off the matchup here. Getting straight into it as Ian slams Twist down. Just ranking at that neck once again. The popular tactic here in APW. And there's a moonsault. And there's a senton as he lands hard on the Twist. Twist just unable to capitalize on anything here. Irish whip into the corner. And he's going to make the tag here as they get a double super kick, knocking Twist down hard. And Jeremy just raking at the back of Twist there. And Twist smacking his face off of that bottom turnbuckle. Jeremy dragging him more towards the center of the ring, just to once again rake at that back. And another super kick to the back of the head. And just stomping on Twist right in front of Storm. Storm too stupid to realize he probably could punch Jeremy or do anything. Slamming Twist's arm into the mat there. And there is a elbow drop directly into the throat of Twist. Standing Twist back up onto his feet. And there's an Irish whip into the corner once again. And now just taunting at Storm. Storm probably doesn't realize that he's being insulted. And once again making a tag back over to Ian. And picking him up. Going for a buckle bomb. And Twist getting kicked in the back of the head at the same time. That could give you a concussion. And Jeremy just stomping on Twist. And lifting Twist up and slamming him straight back down. Getting him back up onto his feet again. For a swinging neck breaker. Ian getting up to the top rope. And off the top rope there's a frog splash. And just to disrespect the Twist there. Stomping on his throat once again. Jerry trying to get the crowd to cheer for him even more than the crowd already is. Twist trying to fight back here. There's hard chops. Getting a hard forearm right back for it though. And Ian just destroying Twist in this battle of strikes. The better striker between the two. By far. Now leaning in his corner. And using Brownstorm's hand as a push-off point just to throw Twist down. You would see the pain on Twist's face there. And ranking at that neck once again. Perhaps someone's neck will actually get broken. And that move will be banned. But we'll have to see from here. And targeting that arm. Morse Bros have just been creating a sadistic attack on the Twist here. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2. And Storm taking both Jeremy down. And breaking up the pinfall. That's the first smart thing I've ever seen him do. And just knocking Twist back down off And Twist rolling out of the way of that stomp. Enziguri. And Twist just going up top. Not even tagging in Storm here, which is probably the better option. And Hurricanrana into a handstand, just stomping on Jeremy there. Now making the tag to Groundstorm. And Ian realizing the insurmountable task here he has of taking on a man twice his size. And these two locking up. But Ian getting the advantage here. Dragging Groundstorm into his corner. Making the tag here. And a double super kick. And Storm is down. Stomp to the chest of Storm. There is a standing moonsault. Lifting Storm back up onto his feet. Now Irish Whip back into the corner. These two men just not letting Storm have a chance to breathe off of the ropes. Drop kick to the side of the head. Head damage does not do much against a man that has 5 IQ though. And Groundstorm trying to crawl over to his corner. But just raking at the back of Storm. A hard strike to the lower back. And Storm now strikes back, trying to... There's a hard clap, trying to take on Ian, missing a strike there. And that's going to cost him dearly as Ian now lifting a barrage. Throws Storm to the outside. Off the ropes. And there's a spinning DDT onto the concrete. And now just taunting for the crowd, just posing for them. As they look on in amazement. As you can see, Ian just destroying Storm on the outside. Rolling back into the ring, maybe trying to get a win by count out. Storm getting back up onto his feet though. A little dazed, but he's getting right back into the ring. As Ian now just kicks him down. Now stomping on his legs, trying to make sure the big man can't get back up. Although standing him up voluntarily just to throw him back into his corner. Making the tag. Lifting the big man up somehow. And just throwing him down. And Storm wanting to crawl away, but just not being allowed. Jeremy targeting the arm of Storm there. Again, targeting the arm with a hard stomp onto the elbow. And Storm trying to get back up and just knocks Jeremy down. Just with one strike there, the absolute power of Storm now sitting on Jeremy. Definitely trying to throw his weight around. And go over to Ian. Ian's distracted him here. Ian is very much distracted him. And Jeremy just taking him back down. Throwing him into his corner. A hard chop. And just continuing to bully this man here. Although all is fair in a matchup. A stomp to the throat. That can collapse your windpipe. And a elbow drop. Again to the throat. Getting Storm back up onto his feet. Irish Whip back into their corner. And just taking him off the ropes. DDT. Let's get a replay of this real quick. You see the absolute power of that DDT, making Storm completely stand onto his head. Spiking him hard onto the mat. Twist is out of it right now. He's just upset with Storm. Jeremy tagging in Ian. Letting Ian go in. Ian stomps to Storm's face. Standing Storm back up. Throwing him back into his corner. Throwing him back outside the ring. And here comes a tornado DDT through the ring post there. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." This beatdown of Storm, they tend to like it for some reason. And Storm just trying to think of what to do. I don't think he realizes that where he is anymore after that hard slam. His head smacking into the concrete. You gotta realize we don't have padding. That is literally just that uppercut to both Twist and Storm, knocking Twist off the apron. And another DDT. No, the correction. Arm drag. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the Morse Bros win after a handily controlled match. The Morse Bros doing a fantastic job in this matchup here, keeping the control the entire time. You can see a lot of the teamwork here in a lot of these replays. And you can see how they just slowly and methodically took down these people. And you can see here, the one instance that the Natural Disasters did well, Storm taking down both Jeremy and Ian while breaking up the pin. And here's the first telling of what would come for Storm as these two just teamed up to take him down again and again, targeting the head a lot, making his slow thinking even slower. As these two celebrate their victory, this can mean a lot for them. You see Twist out here checking on Storm. He's standing Storm back up, making sure he's okay. Oh, go ahead. Wait, whoa! Twist, what are you doing? Twist has turned on Storm. And there's a hard elbow to the back of the head. Just, Twist, what are you doing? No, Twist, no. Come on. He's too dumb to realize what you're doing, Twist. What are you doing? You're just throwing him into the apron there. Just, we get the point already. Again, going after the head. What is Twist even doing? Just throwing him head first into the ring post there. Twist going over, getting a chair. Come on, leave the poor man alone. And slamming that hard onto his head, just continuing to beat him down with this chair. Leave him alone, Twist. Throwing the chair onto him. Twist grabbing him by the hair. Taking Storm. Throwing him into the apron, the hardest part of the ring there. He needs to just leave him alone. He doesn't understand what's going on. And Twist getting that chair. Just slowly sliding into the ring. And Storm trying to get up, but just smacking with that chair over and over again into the legs. And again, once more into the lower back. Going up top. And off the top rope, just splash. Just a merciless attack. Barrick trying to tell Twist to stop it, although he is absolutely powerless as he's not allowed in his contract to interact with the stars whatsoever. And oh, come on. He's suffered enough. And Twist going back outside the ring. He's coming back over here. He's going to grab the other chair, isn't he? And Storm laying lifeless in the ring right now. And kicking that chair off his leg. Getting back up onto his feet and just a sickening thud as he falls back to the ground. And just, come on, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, Twist. What are you doing? And dragging by the hair onto the apron. Just go ahead, cut the commercial. Come on, cut the commercial.
Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, Bus!
Ooh. Yeah! Oh, not that easy. Come on, Bus. Come on. Hey, wait. Hey, man, I got the flag. I got.
And Drake King now walking up to James Omega in the back here. And you saw it there. Drake King not getting a rematch. And now we have this random chump that we picked off the street here, as he said that he could take on Dave England. Dave England recently becoming Inception champion after he beat Drake King at APW Destiny. After answering Drake King's open challenge, you can see the Inception championship wrapped around his waist there. This man wasting our entire pyro budget just to have fire displayed behind him. Are you telling me we couldn't just lit a fire and just left it at that? No, he needs to have burst of fire, waste our budget. Luckily, our pay-per-view did well. We can afford this for now. Dave continuing to make this slow entrance into the ring, perhaps trying to go for the longest entrance of all time. We'll have to see if that even cracks the record books, as these two now set up for combat in a match that Dave put the Inception Championship on the line for some reason. We told him we don't understand. This is just some random dude off the street. He said he does not care. This random dude over here ready to take on Dave England. At least I'm pretty sure it's a random dude. I don't have any name here in our notes. Dave England just holding on to that belt. For a long period of time. Now lifting it for the crowd to see. Proud of his accomplishments. Handing the belt off to Barrick there. Barrick now calling for the belt, telling these men to go, and Dave just knocking this man directly to the ground. There's an Irish whip into the corner. And Dave just hard chop into a hard chop, and a hard chop. And you ready? Hard chop. Oh, nope, never mind. That punch to the face. And just slamming him head first into the ground. Picking him right up. Lifting him. Backbreaker. Backbreaker. And just toss him to the side. The power of Dave England. Get him up to his feet. Throw him against the ropes. Missing the hit there. This random dude now taunting. Just getting taken right back down. Dave standing him right up. Lifting him. Again, just backbreaker after backbreaker now. Just toss him across the ring. Like a rag doll. This random dude does not know what he got himself into. And Dave just hard kicks. Irish whip into the corner. And throws him into the corner again and lifts him up. German suplex. This dude isn't doing too hot here. As Dave lifts him up and slams him once again. Dave picking him up onto his shoulders. Dave going up top. And gesturing towards the crowd. Off the top rope. Elbow drop. Dave's not a small man either. That was a lot of weight to be dropping directly onto your throat. Another elbow drop. Followed by an elbow drop. Followed by an elbow drop. A lot of elbows being dropped here. And now telling this poor man that he's going to kill him. And now for a move that is pronounced in German somehow. But I'm not sure how to speak German, so he's just going to do that. And now going for the pinfall here. 1, 2, 3. And an easy win for Dave England. Your reigning, defending Inception champion. And you just see that move in German there that just dropped him directly onto his neck. Immediately going for the pin. Barrett doing his job for once. Getting the easy 1, 2, 3. As our camera feed now loads because our cameras suck. You see Dave England now celebrating his easy victory. Grabbing his title. And just lifting it. Showing that he's going to defend that title against whoever comes at him next. And next we have Montana Perez versus Jade Omega. A rematch for these two since both of them lost the triple threat women's match. These are two of our 3 women that we have in our women's division at APW, because we have no women. Jade Omega, the sister of James Omega. We'll have to see if James favors her at all in her future matchups. These two did have a great showing at Triple Threat, although Sarah Yuri was able to get the victory. We'll have to see who wins this matchup, as last time these two faced, Montana Perez was able to get the 1, 2, 3 on Jade Omega. Montana Perez very confident, even though she was the first one eliminated. We'll have to see if that gets in her head at all in this matchup. It's hard to tell. With Mike in the face paint, maybe it ran into her eyes and she couldn't see. we'll have to see if it was the face paint or her first win was just a fluke. Now out comes the Huntress, Jade Omega. Taking a little while to actually walk onto this ramp, onto this cold night here in Charleston, West Virginia. And pulling out that metaphorical bow and arrow. And she sets her sights on Montana Perez. Sliding back into the ring, putting her hand through her mat, tearing it up every time she does this, and you keep telling her to stop it, but she does not. As these two set up for a matchup underway here, Montana and Jade. Barrett calling for the bell as these two women now stare each other down, and Montana just getting slapped here, and these two just taunting back and forth. The disrespect between the two of them, going off the ropes, running straight into a drop kick there, lifting her up by her hair, Irish whip, just into an arm drag. And a knee to the face. The athleticism of Jade on display right there. Knee to the back of the head. And just strikes to the face. Again, lifting her up by her hair. Throwing her over the ropes. And drop kick hard onto the concrete there. Barrett just has to watch on. Lifting Montana back up onto her feet. Irish whip into the barricade. And lifting her onto it. Falling a running knee to the head. Jade definitely has a bit of a size advantage here when it comes to height. That might help her in a reach in a striking battle. Hopping over the rope there. Targeting that arm. Montana writhing in pain after that hard stomp to the elbow. Lifting her up. And planting her down on the ground. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2.5 there. I think that Montana may be a little hurt from landing onto the concrete there. But she's definitely trying to fight back. There's a hard strike. Followed by hard strike. Followed by hard strike. And a chop. Montana now lifting Jade up by her hair. She has her up. Hard slam down into going for a pin. 1, 2, almost 3 there. Getting Jade back up to her feet again. Jade though with the leg sweep, falling her to the outside. Montana using the ropes to stand herself back up. Now Jade just slapping her down. Going onto the ropes. Yelling for Barrett to continue the count. Kick to the face. Or kick, just trying to kick at her. And just Montana just knocking her back down off of the apron there. Irish whip into the ring. Montana now showboating for the crowd there. Jade back up onto her feet. Pulling a trick from her brother's playbook there, the fake suicide dive. And these two locking it back up. Jade gained the advantage there with a knee to the nose. Off of the ropes. Montana just picks her up and throws her over her head. Lifting her by the hair once again. Irish whip into the corner. Slapping the mat, now just taunting running towards her. Jade moving out of the way. Guillotined off of the ropes there. Cutting off airflow to the head. Kick to the gut. Lifts her up into a spinning suplex. And now in the corner. Definitely, he's looking to end it here. Running kick. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Jade Omega with the victory there. Definitely a huge step. Hitting one of the other 3 women in her entire division. Barrett just doing his actual job here. As you can see, Barrett's been doing great tonight, unlike he usually does. As you can see, the back and forth matchup these two had. And that right there was the beginning of the end. This is just what took Montana out. Montana definitely dazed from landing on the concrete the way she did. And again, shooting that metaphorical bow and arrow out into the crowd. And now we go on here as we have El Aligre taking on Alex Wright, accompanied by the Misfits. Alex Wright having definitely a tough time here in APW so far, although he has taken on a star cast of opponents throughout his entire career here and doing well in matches, all of them just unable to pull out the victory. We'll have to see if that's the same against El Aligre here tonight. And entering first is El Aligre. Definitely not a ripoff of El Generico, even though he uses the same music as that person does now. Totally different origin. He doesn't speak a lick of English though, still. So he's still hard to work with. El Aligre still have never winning a match. We'll have to see if he can change that here tonight. You can see the smile on his face as he's excited for this matchup. Aligre taunting for the crowd. This crowd not very impressed by El Aligre whatsoever. The outcoming now, the Misfits, led by Alex Wright. Misfits also having a very good showing at APW. Sure, Alex lost his match against Alexander Blacksmith, but these two right here were able to keep control of most of the ladder match and did very well in the entire thing. And Sarah Yuri was even able to become the first ever APW Women's Champion. They're definitely looking to take some momentum from that moving forward. And this definitely does look like it'd be intimidating for El Aligre. You have 3 men who are going to be down there at the ring who are all against you. Sure, Barrick's there, but Barrick can't stop anything. He's legally not allowed to. And that's for lawsuit reasons. El Alegre, Alex Wright, Barrett calls for the bell, and these two just taunting, screaming at each other. Neither of them can understand the other, though. Going straight into a Hurricanrana from El Alegre. El Alegre now screaming out some Spanish stuff. Not really sure what he's saying. And Alex Wright just taunting back and forth. These two are just screaming at each other. Neither knows what the other one is saying. Going straight into a lockup, El Alegre with a hard uppercut. Taking the advantage early on in this matchup off the ropes, but Alex Wright with a hard knee to the throat there. Alex Wright standing up, El Alegre. Irish whip into the corner. And now running into a hard boot to the head. El Alegre now sitting down in the bottom of the corner there, and it looks like a guillotine leg drop, a favorite move here at APW apparently. Apparently everyone likes to do guillotine leg drops. It is a very effective move. And there's an elbow drop onto El Alegre, followed by an elbow drop, followed by an elbow drop. El Alegre getting hurt by the force there. And there's an Irish whip off of the ropes. El Alegre getting picked up though. German suplex going for the pin. 1, 2. A kick out at 2.5. That almost put him away there. Alex Wright definitely in control of this matchup again. Once again off the ropes. Knee to the throat. El Alegre getting stood right back up. And Alex Wright going straight up. Suplex. Followed by another suplex. Alex Wright now kicking El Alegre right there in the small of the back. Stomping on his shoulder. And now just again taunting. No love lost here in this matchup. And throwing him over the ropes there, right in front of the Misfits. And that has to be terrifying to be thrown into. Alex Wright going out there. Misfits not getting involved, as that would cause Alex Wright to technically lose his matchup, throwing him into our announce table. Smacking face first off that steel cover. The very structural integrity causing steel cover. El Alegre pulling himself back up to his feet. Alex Wright not letting him do it. Followed by a Enziguri there, sorry. Lifting him up into a power slam. No, sorry. There's a shoulder breaker. Picking back up onto his feet, lifting him up once again. Slamming him off of the apron. Rolling him over, kicking him in the small of the back. El Alegre just laying there in pain. As Alex Wright continues to just cause damage to him. Lifting him up. Slamming him down onto his shoulder once again. Alex Wright now taunting for the crowd. El Alegre back up to his feet. Trying to make a comeback here. There's a clothesline. Running over. Another clothesline. Off of the ropes. And can you believe it? It's another clothesline. He's back up onto his feet. And he's looking to maybe end it here. Hurricanrana into the ropes. El Alegre off the ropes. 619. Alex Wright getting up. El Alegre taking on. He took down Zion. Now going for Xander. Xander just backing out of the way. Darren, Hurricanrana to Xander. Going over to Zion again. And there's nothing that these two can do to him. He can attack them all he wants. Getting back into the ring here, though. Alex Wright just using the advantage here. El Alegre seems to be bleeding through the mask, but it doesn't matter. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Alex Wright taking up the victory against El Alegre. Congratulations to Alex Wright. You see the punishment El Alegre took in this matchup. You see that shoulder breaker there that really took things out of it, but you can see where he tried to get stuff back into his corner as he tried to build momentum, but ultimately it just didn't matter. Being busted open there on the mat and laying down for the 1, 2, 3. Alex Wright celebrating his victory as he should be. We're going to move on now for Crisis versus Blake Wolf. Blake Wolf sadly losing to Lobo Mysterioso at APW Destiny. Some people claim that Lobo Mysterioso should have never been at APW Destiny due to a rough first round win. Although it was disqualification, it was still technically a win. Our hardcore champion would like you to believe otherwise. Coming out first will be Crisis. Very much appreciated after a long show like today. Now coming out, Blake Wolf. Only ever having losing one match in all of APW history, and that is to our current APW World Champion. He's being the likes of Lionheart, Adam Steele, some random dude off the street, and the King. Although the King does have a win over Drake King through countout, but it is still a win. Blake Wolf looking to redeem some of his momentum here tonight in this matchup against Crisis. About to see how well this man does. crowd definitely ready for this matchup. Crisis against Blake Wolf. Barrett calling for the bell. These two locking it up hard in the center of the ring. Crisis trying to get his way in this lockup here. Blake Wolf starting off strong here. Crisis, though, wrestling his way out of it. Has Wolf in a headlock here. And brings him back. These two just twisting around each other. And Wolf twisting on the arm with a hard drop kick to the back after that phenomenal lockup there. Irish whip to Crisis into the corner. And now Gay up onto him and just strikes to the head. 5 punches, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A perfect 10, that is. And Blake Wolf now just taunting the Crisis here. Crisis getting back up onto his feet. Blake Wolf running up. Take him right back down. Staying Crisis back up onto his feet. And just going for the pin real quickly here. 1, 2, almost 3 there. The absolute leverage there was just enough to almost get him a victory. Crisis back up onto his feet, though. And Crisis blocking the forearm. A hard kick to the gut. Crisis now picking up Wolf. Slamming him hard onto his neck. Going for the pin. 1, 2, almost 3 there, too. You can tell both of these men are very strong competitors here. A hard slam onto the mat. Wolf standing Crisis up. Has him by the back of the head. Falls in by throwing his shoulder directly into Crisis's face. Irish whip over the ropes. And Wolf just knocking Crisis to the floor. Going up top and just taunting for the crowd. Barrick starting the count. There's the 1. Crisis, though, back up onto his feet. These two men yelling at each other through the ropes. Shoulder block. Wolf standing Crisis up. Irish whip into the ring. Getting up onto the apron. He's going up top. Crisis rolling to the center of the ring. Off top rope. A far-reaching elbow drop. Going for the pin. 1, 2. So almost a 3 count once again. Wolf now arguing that Barrick was counting slow. Although Barrick's count is final. No matter how screwy the finish. And Wolf now going for another forearm. Crisis blocking. Crisis going for a chop. Wolf blocking with a hard chop of his own. Kick to the stomach. Lifts him up. Powerbomb. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count there. Crisis rolling out of it. Wolf knocking him down. Rolling him up. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count once again. It looked like Wolf was trying to grab onto the ropes there, though. Going up top. And Crisis knocking him right back down. Keeping him down to earth. Dragging him towards the side of the ring. A hard stomp to the gut. Kicks to the back. And Crisis of a hard kick to the face. Has him and just wrenching at the arm there. Trying to break his wrist. Throws both knees into his spine. Elbow drop. That landed directly on the Wolf's face. Standing him back up onto his feet. Lifts him up onto his shoulders. Throws him down. Kick to the side of the head. Crisis now celebrating that hard kick. Going to the corner. Celebrating once again. Taunted to the crowd. That could be a mistake here as he let Wolf get back up to his feet. Wolf with a hard elbow to the face. Yelling at Crisis to stand up. Crisis doing as he asked for some reason. And he lifts him up for a wolf bite. Going for the pin. Bear counting. 1, 2, 3. Almost 3. That was a really close near fall there. Wolf standing crisis up. Hard strike to the face, followed by a chop. A series of strikes here. Wolf showing why he was a contender for the World Championship, but Crisis fighting out of it. Knees to the head, going for the pinfall. 1, 2. The kick out at 2. And Crisis waiting for Wolf to get back up onto his feet. Super kick. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count once again. Near fall after near fall between these two. Crisis now standing Wolf back up onto his feet. Going for the Irish whip into the corner. He lifts him up onto the top rope. And hard strike to the head. And it looks like he has him onto his. And it looks like an avalanche. Oh my gosh. Well, Wolf back up onto his feet real quickly. Kick to the stomach. Irish whip into the ropes. Drop kick. Single leg drop kick. Ducks under. Swinging neck breaker. Stands him up. He's looking to put him away here. And he goes up top. And look at that moonsault into a double leg stomp. I don't have my notes on me right now. 1, 2, 3. Blake Wolf taking down Crisis. Congratulations to Blake Wolf, but we can't cut any credit for Crisis, who stayed with him this entire match. And these are just like a few of the highlights. This was an amazing match between these two. The match that the crowd has loved and is sending them home happy tonight. I have been your commentator. Hunter does not have a last name. And I bid you all guys a good night.
As I predicted, I slay the wolf and become the first ever APW World Champion. And now that I'm champion, I will not just enslave my opponents in darkness, but the whole APW roster. And once darkness has its claws wrapped around you, there's only one thing you can do. Run!